afternoon, good morning, and welcome to Team Elite TV number 31.
Awesome.
That's my Spanish people. 31.
31.
Exactly right. Telemundo. Univision.com. Right? Okay. Sound a little crazy, but I'm always so excited. This is like my favorite part of the week. We get to come together virtually. I feel like I get to hang out with my friends, and they are literally all over the world. Let me introduce you to some of Team Elite's top leaders from all over the world. We're going to go left to right from the bottom of the screen. We're going to start in the Texas Valley, also known as the R to the G to the V. And we're going to start with one of our hot, incredible, brilliant, smart, and beautiful Pearl executives, Doris Lopez, also known as D-Lo. What's up, D-Lo?
Hey, what's up? I'm excited. I am so excited. This is going to be awesome. And I can't wait till you announce our new Sapphires.
I can't wait to do it either, D-Lo. All right, we're gonna keep it in the Valley. And by the way, the Texas Valley is coming on strong on TV tonight. Okay, we're gonna keep it in the Valley, and we're gonna introduce to you guys, first time on Team Elite TV, some used to be Pearls. We'll tell you what they are now in just a few minutes. But used to be Pearls, double trouble, none other than Fati and Fati, Fatima Barajas and Fatima Gamez. Welcome to Team Elite TV. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everyone.
Hello. Double trouble. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Now we're going to keep it in the Valley by way of Jam Rock, by way of the Yard, also known as Jamaica, West Indies. Right there in the Texas Valley. Beautiful couple, just doing amazing things, blowing up Janess when they're not delivering babies. None other than Owen Leach and Dr. Hertha Daly. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody. How are you?
Hey, Wagwan.
I feel myself losing control. I just feel it leaving me. Going away. Maybe I was never in control. Maybe I just thought I was. Oh, okay. All right. But those are two hot Jade executives. You saw we bigged them up last week. We're so proud of those guys. All right. Now we're going to keep it Caribbean, and we're going to actually go to the Caribbean. And we're going to go to the most beautiful island in the Caribbean. Okay, I just made
Jamaica.
That. But I made my friend.
Jamaica again?
We're going to Barbados. Pearl executive Dr. Jamie Lee St. John. Say hi to everybody, Jamie.
Hey everyone, welcome to episode 31. We have a lot of exciting stuff, great rank advancements, amazing training. Get your teams on.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. All right, now we're gonna go. We're gonna really go to Jamaica, not Jamaica Queen. We're gonna go to the Yard, and I don't know what's more beautiful, the girl or the earrings. Pearl executive, and our trainer for today, Kimberly Davis. What's up, Kim?
Hi everyone, so excited to be on, so excited about the accomplishments of Team Elite. Make sure your team is on because tonight's training is gonna be off the hook. I'm ready. I hope you are too.
That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. All right. Now we're going to go to some of our top leaders, just amazing people. The dynamic duo launched an explosion in the RGV, coming to you by way of Jamaica, by way of Canada, by way of a few other places, I'm sure. We've got Sapphire executive Marsha Terry and none other than the good doctor himself, Dr. Onoateri, DPT, Doctor of Physical Therapy. Say hi to everybody, you guys.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Team
All right, T.Gray, I'm going to get you.
I know you're going to get me. But, by the way, while we're talking to you guys, I saw some pictures on Facebook yesterday of you guys eating like something that looked like it came from the Predator movie. Like, I didn't even know crabs could be that big.
Alaskan king crab, right from, what's the show called? Deadliest Catch.
Yeah, that's the first boat that came in from the series Deadly Catch.
You know why we call it the Deadliest Catch? Because if you don't eat it fast enough, it was going to eat you.
I know that's right.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, cool. We're going to go, and we're going to go as far away from Houston as you can possibly go. We're going to go 25-hour flight to the absolute furthest edge and border of the United States of America. We're going to go to Guam and see our Houston Pearl. We'll tell you what she is today in just a few moments. But she used to be a Pearl, but she's still Beyonce. Rosette Pasetta, say hi to everybody.
Good evening, everyone. Good morning to other parts of the world, whichever part of the world you're dialing in from, watching from. We're excited to be here with you today, tonight. Thanks, T.
Rosette, it's tripping me out that there's sunlight coming from your window, because if I open my blinds behind me, there's nothing but the darkness. It's Sunday night here. What day is it over there?
11 o'clock Monday. I'm your future.
Wow, thank you.
And I have to adjust today because your daylight savings time, we don't change our time. So I have to make adjustments just to be with you guys.
10 o'clock in the future, 11 o'clock in the future. Guess what? It's still a future, right? So we're excited.
Yeah.
Everybody is on. I love this lineup. I'm glad that all these champions are here. Team Elite is just such an amazing place. I'm glad to be here with you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. We've got some great information and some exciting news to share with everybody today. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, give me some confirmation, guys. Are you seeing what I'm putting up on the screen?
Yes.
All right. Welcome everybody to Team Elite TV, episode 31. Today's training will be what to do when it's not going your way. That's right, because on Team Elite, we keep it real. And it doesn't always go easy. And I love this graphic that we found on the internet of this windy, twisty road and hard turns and question marks and all that stuff. And Pearl executive Kimberly Davis is going to talk to us about how do you handle it when it's not going your way. We know some people quit, but other people press on. Kim is going to give us some inspiration. But first, let's celebrate. We've got some new rank advancements, and we're going to start with the new Jade. Rosette, you are making champions over there. Congratulations to Elizabeth Brown from Guam, new Jade executive. Great go. Hey, I just appreciate the leadership on this team. A couple of weeks ago, we put out the call. We said, hey, man, we gotta feed the bottom of the pipeline. We got to have some new folks going Jade. And right after that, we got Hertha and Owen. They went Jade immediately, like within days. Way to go, you guys. And now Liz Brown. These are our future Sapphires, and so we're just excited about them. All right, guys, you know what comes next. We don't have any new Pearls, but we do have 2 new Sapphires. That's what I'm talking about. This makes me happy. I just get excited about this. Sapphire is a very, very important rank in our compensation plan, and it's really the gateway. And what's cool about Sapphire is once you go Sapphire and you know how to make Sapphires, then you can go Diamond, because all Diamond is about making Sapphires. And so what you do is you go Sapphire and you put yourself on a 3-year plan to make yourself 6 Sapphire legs and get your volume up, and guess what? You are a Diamond. And these guys are doing it. They're proving that it can be done. Absolutely inspirational. On the left, we've got Fatima Barajas and Fatima Gamez, which is the gorgeous dynamic duo. Double trouble, out of the valley. Way to go. Proud of those guys.
Yay, whoa.
Very proud of y'all. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, girls.
We're so proud of you. Congratulations.
We're going to have to call Marsha and Onua Terry the pin poppers, because they just in the valley. It's like popcorn over there. And then over here on the right side, we've got, you see her every week, the lovely Beyonce, even though it says Rosette Pacetes. There you go. Way to go, Rosette.
Congratulations. Happy birthday.
So what I want to do right now is I want to stop the screen share for a second. I want to talk to these guys because these guys all did something powerful. In Rosette's case, she finished up her Sapphire while she was traveling to the Philippines. Believe it or not, she left Guam and flew to Manila and still had 3 executives to go and went there and she got it done. And then I also just remember about 3 days before the deadline, about 3-4 days, Fatima, these guys literally needed 6 executives with 3 days to go. Most people would have quit and gave up. These guys rocked it and got it done. I started getting text messages at 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what in the world, right? So these guys got it done. So I want to start with Fati and Fati. Talk to everybody about Sapphire. How did you get it done?
Well, who starts, me or you?
I kind of felt like we weren't going to. We were very stressed. We had a lot of pressure, and we had a meeting with Marsha telling us how we could do it. We had all the support we needed, and it was just about getting it done.
Yes, definitely. It's a challenge, but I definitely think that if you stay focused on your goals, you can definitely do it. You know, it's all about that, staying focused and 24/7 thinking about what you need to do to make it do it right. What really worked for me was at the beginning of the month we sat down with Marsha and she gave us a little Excel worksheet that she told us we needed to fill it out and we needed to share it with her every time. So I feel that commitment. I committed myself to always be filling it out, and I made a couple of changes on it because I put a little list on the side of the prospects that I had, and I would scratch off.
And it was like a football thing, and it would be like, he's back in the game. Okay, he's out the game. Okay, he's in the game. Okay, he has
forget about him. Put him on the bottom.
So we would have our list, you know, with all these things on it, and then when
we do a lot of you know, scratching off and putting back on,
and when we met with Marsha, she asked us. I told her, well, I'm not sure how many executives, and she's like, I got it right here, and
she
pulled out everything, had it ready.
So that really helped us stay focused and always have that sheet. Like every day I would get to my office, I would see it, make the changes, print it out. I would print it out every single day, and like T.Gray was saying, a couple of 3 or 4 days before, you know, I was really pushing every day. I went to, I don't know if you're not here from the Valley, an hour away from here to Brownsville. I went over there to talk to a prospect. I got home at 11 p.m., you know, and I spoke to this prospect and she goes, yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing it before. I said, we need to do it before Friday. She says, I'm doing it before Friday. I said, okay, perfect. I get home at 11 p.m. I go to bed very tired and exhausted. And I know my daughter is a night owl, so I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and I come with my Excel Sapphire worksheet to her room and jump in her bed and I said, okay, this is the plan. And she goes, Mom, are you serious? Are you really thinking about this?
I told her.
Are you really thinking about this at 2 a.m.? I said, yes, I am thinking about this. We gotta make it. We gotta do it. So we just stayed really focused. You know, I would push her like, where are you? We only have 3 days, and I need you. We need to do it. You know, we would push ourselves a lot. And one of the things I learned at this, you know, last minute runs was that the most important thing to do is to write it down, work on your Excel worksheet that Marsha's going to give you, and and just focus on making people executives immediately. Immediately. We failed to do that at the very beginning. No, we didn't know the importance of how important it was for us to advance to make them executives immediately.
And this past 3 days, we invited somebody, and that person had their 2 guests, and immediately she went in with her 2 guests,
yes.
And she became executive the same night.
Wow.
So that's the
that was awesome.
Of doing it right away, and you hold that people on their hand, and don't let them go. If you have to hold them 2, 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, don't let them go until they become executives. Awesome. That I learned. That was my aha moment, like Marsha told me when I was telling her, you know what I just learned.
And before we would enroll them, and then it would take a longer for them to become executive when now it's like, come back, bring your 2 guests, we'll do them a facial so they can feel the skincare, so they can learn about the products and they become executives right away.
Yeah, we made it, we made our plan a little bit creative by creating incentives for people to show up to our J parties. You know, we started doing demos of the products and free facials, free demos of the product to encourage people to go. And also another thing that we started doing was promoting free product. You know, come and get free product. Of course, I'm just gonna
Everybody loves free, so of course they would be there right away, and we would tell them about the Zen Body, about the skincare,
about the JPR machine, and all I would just give them a couple of sachets of the installations, you know,
Yeah.
but I got them to go.
So that would be the hook for them, free, and they would be there. So we saw a lot of our attendance improve with that.
Yes, because we started doing that. We started making it creative, you know.
So then we would have our parts where they would present, and then we would do an actual demonstration how to use a skincare line, how to use the Zen, how to use everything.
So yeah, we made that creative, and that really helped us bring people in. But definitely, one of the most important things is to not give up. And as soon as you have that distributor, don't let them go, you know, hold their hand until you make them executive. And what I focus a lot, and what I really tell my people, I said, look, you might think you're not the best sales rep. I think you're not good at, you know, bringing people in or talking to people. But if you want to make some money with us, with our team, you have to become executive. Whether you have to become executive, have your auto shipment, that's all we need from you. That's all we need from you. We need your 2 legs, and that's all we need. And you'll start seeing checks coming from all the efforts of our team. So that's, they would focus on doing it.
Very nice. That is great stuff. That was a big training right there, and I took lots of notes because you guys shared so much great information. I always like to just capsulize this for everybody who was listening and make sure that everybody heard what you said. The first thing that I heard you say, which was probably the most powerful, was when Fati said that at first you had some moments where you didn't think you could do it, right? And I think that was really important, because what most people do when they have a moment where they don't think they can do it is they quit or they give up. You guys pressed on, so you got to press on even when you don't think you can do it. Kim is going to help us with that today. You also use the worksheet, and for everybody to know, that worksheet is available on the downloads page of teamelitesuccess.com. It's there for everybody to download, and you can use that to track your progress, because when you don't track it, you don't have a visual for it, you can't really get it done. So that was really good. You were focused on it. You thought about it all the time, and that's,
24/7.
When people ask me how I was able to be successful, I thought about it all the time. And you were 2 o'clock in the morning thinking about going Sapphire. That's how you go Sapphire. It's got to be constant. It's got to be something that's on your mind. You can't just put it away and pick it up and put it away and pick it up. You had a high degree of accountability and communication with your coach, Marcia, and this whole concept of making executives right away. I know Rosette's going to talk more about that in a minute, but like you said, don't let them go until it's done. Hold their hand from the beginning. Even get it done the same night if you can, and make those day parties a lot of fun. So great stuff. All of those ingredients go into a stew, and the stew is called Sapphire. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go to our other new Sapphire. Let's go to Guam. Hey, Rosette, you worked at this. I watched what you did. It was absolutely amazing. It was a work of art. Why don't you just talk with everybody and just tell them how you went Sapphire?
Well, I'll share with you my own personal experience. It's actually the opposite of the 2 double trouble fatties. I got Pearl in 2 weeks, and I thought I had it down pat, because I have 12 people that all I have to do is help become executives. But reality check. You can't just deal with 12. So I never did stop really looking for new blood, looking for people that have the same vision, if not someone that have bigger dreams for their families, for the people that they love, because you can't just focus on what you have in front of you. You always have to really look further beyond. It's like the need behind the need, and that's what really helped me to have some new people. I mean, the person that I actually did get to executive almost the day that I should be doing it has joined with me since May, but I never gave up on her. She's one of the managers from one of the big companies on Guam. So she never had time, but I never gave up on her. I've always followed through with her. And she's one of those, like what T.Gray said, you're there, you're almost there, but you're not there yet. So, and I got to realize, with all the trainings that we've done, I got to realize that really sticking with the basics is what it takes to get to Sapphire. Because when I started pulling out that launch sheet, how to get executive, I'm seeing more executives achieving that rank, which is the most crucial part of our growing into the business, into the company, is really get to executive. It's like not just getting our feet wet, it's really jumping into it with your clothes on, everything. So when I started using the rate sheet, I saw more and more executives turning into not just executives but going beyond. And Liz Brown is a perfect example of that. She achieved Jade in less than 2 months. And and going back to that new blood, she's very, very new in the business. We've been around on Guam for like 5-6 months, but I saw the leadership in her.
Did Rosette freeze up?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I held her hands, and to me, that's so amazing how this particular business would allow us to really develop leaders along the way and be able to see how we will all blossom into it. And I'm guilty to that. I thought I knew it all, but I went back to the basics. I went back to really staying focused on the goal and saying to myself every single day, I am Sapphire. And if you are my friends on Facebook, you guys would see that my cover photo is a sapphire. I never took my eyes on Sapphire. It wasn't easy, but it was worth it. And you know what? A lot of people have done it in a very short period of time. And I myself did think I could do the same thing. But you know what? I never gave up. I pursued, and I never did take my eyes away from where I wanted to be. So I'm so thrilled to be on that sapphire wall with Marcia, with all the leaders, and you and Sam have always been a great model for us, and we've just followed the lead, and it's a team effort. I did not do this on my own.
So proud of you, Rosette. So proud of you. And that was also very powerful. I want to make sure I capture that for everybody who's listening. So one of the strong things that Rosette said that was very important is she said you need more than 12, right? So if you sponsor 12 people and then you stop thinking that those 12 are going to get you to Sapphire, you very well could get stuck, right? So just remember, when you first start, that's when your momentum is the hottest. That's when your momentum is the strongest. You want to make sure that you keep enrolling and enroll more than 12 people. I also like that Rosette said that she didn't give up on people. And that's very important. You don't want to give up on people just because they don't do what they need to do right away. I thought this part was very powerful, Rosette. You talked about not knowing it all, right? Because that's what happens. This is a business of adults. And look at all the professional people we have here. We've got salespeople, we've got business owners, we've got doctors, we've got, all sorts of people on here. It's very easy to think that you know it all. And like Rosette said, she went through that period, but then when she went back to the basics and she pulled out that perfect launch getting started sheet, she started making executives like crazy. So, and then the last piece was affirmation. She affirmed every day that she was a sapphire. She put a sapphire up on her Facebook so that every time she went on her Facebook, she would see, hey, I'm a sapphire. She kept her goal before her, and that's what I want to encourage everybody to do and to never, ever give up. So, again, let's have a big round of applause for our brand new sapphire.
Congratulations, y'all. I'm very proud.
Want to make sure you guys know that at our convention in Orlando, there is a sapphire reception, and I cannot wait to be there hanging out with you guys. It's going to be so much fun. Oh, yeah.
Party.
All right, cool. Well, let's get back to our pre-stuff, and then we'll get down to our training. So we got our new sapphires. We're just really excited, and, man, we had just a rocking couple of months. Did you guys see the four-way collage that I put up?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes.
Man, that's saying something, man. Team Elite, you guys are really, really something else, man. So that's good stuff. All right, let's talk about events. Events are major. We are an event-driven team. We have a strong event culture. We understand that events are real and powerful, and they're not optional if you want to be successful. So I want to encourage everybody to make sure that you plug in. Hey guys, remember this list started out real long, and we've just been ticking them down. And now the last event before the Convention of the Americas is the Jeunesse University in South Africa. So if you have any prospects or really good people down there, you want to make sure that you get them there. And then after that, the next event is. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yes. Come on, folks. Talk to me. You guys all registered and all set?
Registered,
Yes,
tickets
registered, all
booked,
set.
ready to go. Can't wait.
Your
Ready, all
passport and
set.
ticket.
Everybody? Jamie, are you showing your airline ticket, Jamie?
Passport in hand. I'm just waiting to get on the plane.
Bags packed and all.
You got your bags packed already, Fatih?
No, I was saying Jamie.
I'm last minute with packing the bags.
I'll be packing the
I'm
night
talking
before.
Doris
is-
and I went shopping for my outfit.
It's hot.
Shopping already. The shopping is happening. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. So this event is going to be just so absolutely powerful. It's going to be great for everybody's business. I just encourage you guys to be there. It's not too late. I know the event is sold out. They had a capacity of somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000. All of the tickets are sold, but we have the ability to get some more tickets. So if you need a ticket, you got to let me know right away. Let your upline Sapphire know, and we'll get your name on that list to get you a ticket. People are saying I need a roommate. We're finding roommates for people. We're not going to let anything stand in the way of getting our folks there. We still have people saying, hey, help me get a visa. I need an invitation letter, and we're getting Jeunesse Corporate to do invitation letters so that people can go apply for their visas. Come on, guys. Don't let anything get in the way. This is going to be strong. I was talking with Sam a little earlier today, and I think we're going to have a really good showing from Team Elite. We're going to have a good team down there, and that's exciting. Yeah.
Woohoo!
I tell you what's really exciting is the really big event that's going to happen.
Oh boy.
The convention is going to be special, right? But this right here, this right here, that's what I'm talking about. All right. So we're gonna have that birthday party for T.Gray. It's gonna be awesome, and we're gonna have that. I mean, if you did not, for some reason, if you did not get an invitation and you are gonna be there, just reach out to me, hit me up, and I will send you the Facebook invitation so that you can be at the party, because we definitely want you there. If you didn't get an invitation, it's not because we don't want you there. It's just because we didn't know you were coming. So let's get everybody in the house for that event. It's a tribute to my Jamaican roots, and that's why we're having it at Bob Marley's restaurant. And I chose that in particular because my Canadian friends make fun of me, and they refuse to accept me I'm talking about you, Marcia. I'm talking about you, Kimberly. And I'm talking about you, Bertha.
I give you a hard time.
No, man, the question
Yes,
just
you do.
make it easy for you, Ian.
My only Caribbean friend who accepts me or at least pretends to is Jamie.
Thanks, T.Gray. I even sent you a Jamaican joke today.
Yeah, you talk. You know I don't understand what you said.
I
But
sent you a
you're gonna
Jamaican
message
joke.
me in patois. I don't know what you're talking about. So we're gonna have a great time, and so I hope that you're there. And of course, in between the end of the event and the birthday party, we're gonna have our team meeting. And because we have so many jades, pearls, and sapphires, we are gonna have a leadership meeting as well because we need to talk about what we're gonna do to drive this team into its next wave of momentum. So I think it's really awesome that we're gonna all be there. Okay, well, folks, it's training time. We had some fun. But now we need to get down to business and talk about some serious stuff. Oh, by the way, let's just stop for a second here and just congratulate Fatima and Rosette and Raquel for achieving this Sapphire Challenge with Adam, Vincent Gilmer. We had 3 people taking advantage of this, and we just want to celebrate you guys because you're winners and champions. Rosette, you're a double winner and champion because you also qualified for the company's Convention of the Americas challenge as well, award trip. So let's give these guys another round of applause.
Bravo!
Bravo, bravissimo!
Excelente.
Yes, yes. How do you say that in patois, Hertha?
Irie.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. All right, good. Well, speaking of Ironman, let's take it to Jamaica. I'm just excited about our trailblazers down there because we are blazing the trail in Jamaica. It's not easy. We're working to develop that marketplace. And we have just a really amazing set of leaders down there. We've got Nick Malcolm. He's a Pearl executive. We've got Carrie Spencer. She's a Pearl executive. And we have Kimberly Davis, who is a Pearl executive and a rock star. And tonight's training is going to be real special because the reality of life is that we get excited when we sign up. And I know I can speak for every leader who's on here right now that we will look at when we signed up, we thought it was just going to be so easy. And then it turned out to be challenging. Can you guys agree with that?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, and all these leaders, sapphires and pearls and jades on here, just give me a quick shout if there's ever been a time in your business when it just wasn't going the way you thought it was going to go.
Yes.
Yep.
Many times.
That's called every day, right?
Daily, yes.
So,
Daily.
you know, I'm in a chat group, a special 80/20/365 chat group with the folks who completed that program. And you know, my hat goes off to Dr. Daly because every day she gets thrown a curveball because she's an OB doctor. I mean, she delivers babies, and the babies just don't work on your schedule.
No, they don't cooperate.
Right? You know, 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like as soon as you lay your head down, it's like, hey, you need to come to the hospital to deliver a baby. And
Hospital A, B, and C.
Yeah, it changes your whole thing. So. This is a reality training here, and I'm excited that Kim is going to come on and she's going to do this training for us. So, Kim, the floor is yours. We are all ears and all heart to hear what you're going to share with us today.
Thank you, T.Gray. Thank you, Team Elite. It's really, really a pleasure of mine to be sharing with you this evening. And I do not take this opportunity lightly because, you know, we have leaders from all over the world. Guam, we have the U.S., we have Philippines, we have people from all over. And I take this opportunity really, really very serious. I love and appreciate every single one of you. And as I share, you know, I just believe and know that at least one person is encouraged by this information, then it would have been worth it. You know, if this is your first time logging into Team Elite TV, welcome. Glad you're on. And let's just jump into our training as we talk about what happens when things don't go the way we plan it. The leaders already are sharing that it's not easy to go to Sapphire, it's not easy to go to this rank. And we're just going to talk a little bit about what happens, what do we do when we get to that point of frustration. A couple months ago, I read the book, Who Moved My Cheese? And coupled with that and my personal experience, I'm just going to share with you from the heart, from my experiences. And I figure that most of you on this line, on the training this evening, will be able to relate to the information that I'm going to share with you. Because we are all having experiences where we put our plans in place and sometimes things just will not go the way we planned them. And we're figuring what happened, who moved my cheese, where is everything gone, you know, and we get to that point where we're just clueless as to what is happening. Moving on to the next slide. So when we talk about cheese tonight, what we're talking about is the things that we desire, the plans that we have in place to get that house, to get that car, for the freedom, for the significance, you know, and the list goes on and on. Whatever your cheese is to you, you know, it's that thing that when you pursue it and when you get it, it means the world to you. If you lose it, it becomes very detrimental because it's something that you hold near and dear to your heart. So let's talk about, going to the next slide, please. When I read the book, there are 4 characters that were mentioned. The names are him, and this is someone who does not want to change, right? And we thought there's her, who is startled by change, but, you know, moves and gains new cheese at some point. Sniff is one who smells the change in the air, so they know something is about to happen. And Curry is the one who goes into action immediately. Now, these 4 characters, as the story goes on, you know, they go to the maze, and that's where they look for their cheese on a daily basis. The maze for you, that may be your job. The maze for you may be relationships, it may be business. But understand that when you get into the maze, it's not a straight road, as the leaders have said before. There are dark corners, there are blind alleys. These are places where you can get lost easily. And sometimes there is no help on the way. Sometimes there is nobody there to steer you, right? But you have to go through the maze in order for you to get your cheese. Now, the more important your cheese is to you, that goal, that dream, is the more you want to hold on to it. Hold on to it for dear life, because, as I said, if you lose it, it can be very detrimental for you. Now, when I came into Jeanette, I had great plans. You know, I thought Sapphire, getting to Sapphire would be a breeze. Getting to Diamond would be a breeze. And
this slide makes me laugh. I'm sorry. I got to laugh because it's just reality.
It is. Truth be told, I mean, if it was so easy to get to Sapphire, to get to Diamond, to get to Crown Diamond, all of us would be Crown Diamonds right now, and we really would be in one, because it's Monday morning, sitting on the beach, drinking tequila, enjoying and having fun all day if it was that easy for everyone to do. But that's really not reality, is it? The reality is that there are curves, there are turns, there are challenges that we face along the way, and we're going to talk a little bit about those. Now, the expectations are many. Yes, we come and we have our plans, and I'm going to Sapphire next week, I'm going to Diamond next month. Those are the expectations that we have. We want the lifestyle, we want the income, we want the significance, we want the freedom. Next slide. So we are just going to go smooth, and we're just going to shoot to the top without challenges, without setbacks, without, you know, anything to distract us. But then reality hits this. This now is a better picture of what the journey really looks like. It's ups and downs, setbacks, disappointment, sweat, and in some cases tears, because there are days when I've cried because it's hard, it's difficult. There are days when I just go in my room and I just sulk in my bed because it's just too much. But with the truth is we have to be willing to go through the process in order to achieve the success that we want. We start, and for some of us, we experience initial success. You know, we got to the different ranks. We got to jade, we got to pearl, we got to sapphire in a couple of weeks. And the opportunity is still fresh, and the excitement still lingers with us. Some are yet to begin, some just getting started, so the excitement is there. But as you go and as you grow, the business starts to experience changes. You get to a point when people start to quit on you and you wonder what's happening. You get to a point where people just stop working, they start to hibernate, nothing happens. A few will do things here and there, others move on to different things, and this is when the business is going through a period. There's just a lull during that time, and we have some experts who call that period the valley of death. And this really is where most people just quit. They can't take the pressure, they can't take the setback, they can't take the fact that they had these plans in place and they're not working out the way they want. So we tend to fall back on the daily activities during this time. We stop logging into Kimberly TV. You know, we stop checking in with our team. Time just becomes hard, and business seems that you have to start all over again, and you don't have it. You didn't sign up for that, right? And people get very discouraged during the valley of death. I personally, I've been going through this period where business just sometimes becomes so difficult. And what I had to do really is just stop, because I've already made up my mind that Jeanette is the business that I'm going to build. This is the business that is going to create for me the lifestyle, the freedom, and the significance that I deserve, I and my family deserve. So as your business goes through this period of lull, right, this is where you start. You have to start working on personal development to become a better person, to become a better leader, to build character, to build persistence. And this really is a period where you know whether or not you are able to build a solid business, whether or not you're a true leader, whether you can match the talk with the walk. Because a lot of times we say, yes, I'm a leader, I want to build it, but when the situations get hard, that is when most people quit. And that is when a lot of persons can just look at us and say, boys, I mean, you said it was so easy, so why aren't you doing it? And you get discouraged. We have to stick with the process, because the truth is, if Rosette and if the party did not stick with it and stick with the process, they would have probably given up. They would not be celebrating Sapphire tonight. If T.Gray had quit when everything was going wrong and, you know, changes were happening, he would not be the leader that he is today. If I had quit when I got to executive and it was so hard for me to move to Jade and then to Pearl, I would not be a Sapphire. I'm sure Marsha and the other leaders can attest to the fact that if they had given up, if they had just decided that, listen, this is too much for me, they would not have achieved the success that they are having now. And so it's important that as your business goes through that period, that you build yourself, you become a better person, because as you build yourself and as you become more, you're able to lead your team better. You're able to encourage your team better. Truth be told, the next question, the next slide is asking, what would you do if you weren't afraid? Because it's fear that stops a lot of us. Fear of what your family might say, fear of what your friends might say, fear of being ridiculed, fear of thinking that you're not capable of achieving, you know, your goals, fear of not creating the lifestyle that you and your family deserve, fear of change, fear of mediocrity, fear of stepping out. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Would you have given up? You started this business, you want to create the lifestyle, so I don't believe it is that you just came and you wanted to try it out to see if it worked. I believe you came in because you saw that this was an avenue that can get to your dream. What would you do if you weren't afraid? Or is it that some of us are just comfortable in our situation? We have a prestige job, we have a great business that is going on, so I don't have to worry about it. Truth be told, my team personally is facing a lot of issues right now. So I have to decide, do I walk away and complain that it doesn't work as a leader, or do I stick with the process and become the person, become a part of the solution? Yes, J-Mobile is not working the way I want it to. Yes, there are issues with getting products on time. Yes, extremely high duties coming in Jamaica, in the Caribbean. I was talking to Jamie, and there are extremely high duties for the products when they land in the Caribbean. I've had many bad days. I've had days when there's no money to do auto ship. I've had days when there's no one around to turn to. And what keeps me going is the pursuit of a better life. What keeps me going is the knowledge, the knowing that I am able to work on this business to find my cheese. It's a belief that I have that I and my family deserve a better life. And for that alone, I am willing to go through the process, because I must become the person I desire in my thinking, in my actions, which will impact my business on a day-to-day level. Now, don't you think it's time to make some changes? Changes in how we do things. Team Elite and the leaders have come together and we've put together this amazing system. The system that can help you to get your ticket out of your current situation. Why would you think twice about using a system that we have created? It has every single thing about building a successful business in it. Don't you think it's time to make some changes? We are all different people in different areas, different backgrounds, different countries, but guess what? We are all in the same maze together. We are all in the business together. Maybe some are just starting out, some are already jade, some are already pearls, some are sapphires, some are rubies, sapphire elite, some are just executive, but we are all in the maze together. And you are not alone. Put it that way. You are not alone. We are in it together. We work. We are in it as a team. And we have committed ourselves to help you to build an amazing business. Don't be a spectator in your own business. This is your business. Some persons just come and they check in on the business to see who achieves fire, who achieves jade, who achieves pearl. Why be a spectator in your own business? Why not jump on board, become proactive, and create your own success story? Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to create stories. Stories of success, stories that as we share, we inspire and we motivate others. Look around. It's really time for action. It's really time for change. If you've been at the same place for too long, it's time to change. It's time for you to step up and be the change you want to see. That's going to happen overnight. It starts with a decision. It starts with you saying, deciding tonight, who will you be? Will you be Sniff and Scurry, who is able to smell what is happening and jump in? Who is willing to take the hits and bruises as you seek the lifestyle you deserve? Who is willing to work and commit the next 3 to 5 years to find your cheese? Will you be Sniff or Scurry? Or will you be Hem and Haw? Depending on your past successes and experiences that have left you wanting. seeking to find sophisticated ways of building your business instead of following a system that is already in place and that's already creating so much success? Will you allow your limiting beliefs to control your life? In closing, I just want to share a personal story. I posted that my uncle had a stroke, and it's just been a really challenging time. But in just sharing his story with you, in January of this year, he had an accident where he broke his left leg, and for 3 months he had to be in a cast. 2 weeks, just 2 weeks before he was supposed to go back to the doctor and take off the cast, he was attacked by a dog and broke the same leg. 2 weeks before he was supposed to take off the cast off his leg. So that means he has to recast the leg and sit out another 3 months. Went for the 6 months at home, sitting down frustrated, wanting to go back out, wanting to get back in the swing of things, and they took the cast off his leg. 3 months after, which is recently, he had a stroke. His left side is totally dead. He's not able to walk, he's not able to move around, he's not able to bathe himself, to go to the bathroom. And this now is a tough situation. How does he adapt to this? Fact is, it's hard. Nothing about it is easy, because he still thinks that he can do all that he was doing before. He still is having problem asking for help. He keeps telling everyone he's okay. He still wants to be in the bathroom, and he has fallen so many times. He just fell in the kitchen a while ago because he needed water and was not willing to ask for help. He's having a hard time dealing with this major change. How about you? What situations have crippled you? Your mind? Your environment? Is it your family? Is it the debt that you owe, that you worry about all the time? You must realize by now that for things to change, you have to change, or it's never going to change. Change of mindset, change of friend circle, change of habits. My uncle sat and he thought about all the bills he had outstanding and all the obligations he had to meet. The pressure was just too much, which has left him with a blood clot in his head, talking crazy and in a wheelchair. Will you sit around and allow the situations to take your health, to take your dreams, to take your plans? Or will you decide tonight that you will change, you will adapt, and you will work through the situation? At this present moment, it really does not matter what has happened up to this point. What matters is that you watch this training, you take charge of your life, and you make it count. The handwriting is on the wall, because change happens. Anticipate change, monitor change, adapt to change quickly, change, enjoy change, and be ready to change quickly and enjoy it all over again. As Jim Rohn says, if you don't like how things are, you have to change it. Change is inevitable for all of us to achieve or achieve. For us to reach that new income level, rank level, to have the home, the new home, the car, the lifestyle that we anticipated, we have always wanted, we have to change. I thank you guys for allowing me this opportunity. I do pray that someone was blessed. I will see you all in Orlando, and I will see you all at the top. God bless you.
Awesome. Awesome.
Excellent.
Hey, Kim, thank you so much. I mean, you definitely ministered to everyone's situation tonight. And I want everybody listening to realize that, as leaders, one of the things that we've learned is that we can teach people through our success, and we can also teach people through our stripes. And Kimberly did both of those tonight. Hey, leaders, why don't you guys jump in? I'm sure you've got some commentary. You were taking notes. I saw you. Anybody have any feedback on this training?
So I'd like to say, I'm speaking up first, that as Kim was talking, I started to think about, when I was in nursing school, we often talked about change in our nursing school. And one of the things that you realize is that change is often very difficult. People don't want to accept it. They don't embrace change because they don't know what's on the other side, right? But it's really when you go through the process, as Kim has already described, and you get to the other side, and then you look back and you're like, what was I really afraid of? I was afraid of what I don't know. But sometimes you have to step past that, really, and like she said, embrace the change and go with it, no matter what it might be. It might not be comfortable. A lot of times it's not comfortable. But generally, it's for the better. And really what she's described is, I was reading a book here recently, and most successful people, they have all kinds of hardship and failures and difficulties in their success journey. It really is kind of the part of the process that you have to go through. So I really want to encourage people to recognize that this is a part of the process. It's part of that journey walk to Sapphire, the journey walk to Ruby, the journey walk to Emerald. You really have to embrace the change and be a part of it. So well done, Kim. Awesome training. Excellent job tonight. Look forward to seeing you in Orlando.
Wow, that was powerful. That really spoke to my heart, because as some of you that personally know me know that it's really tough for me to ask for help. That's hard. That's hard. And when you're a leader, sometimes it's tough, to say, okay, I need some help. That was powerful.
Bless you, Doris.
That was a truly phenomenal talk, Kim. Very inspiring. We all have those valley of death moments, and your talk was very inspirational, and trying, to help me at least to think that I really, really, really need to change some of my thoughts in order to pursue it, because it's not easy being, when somebody says no, or they sign up and then they do the disappearing act. But we press on. Thank you so much. That was a wonderful, wonderful talk.
Bless
and I'm
you.
inspired by you.
Bless
Phenomenal.
Okay, I'll go. Great training, Kim. I knew this was going to be a great topic, and like Kim said, we do have quite a few challenges that we're trying to overcome in the Caribbean, and as she said, while it can be very frustrating, we have our eyes on the prize. We have our eyes on the goal. And while a lot of people may want to give up, sometimes there are some kinks that we have to iron out as leaders, and we will be on the straight road to victory when we spend that time ironing out the kinks. And that is why, we're willing to take the beating now, because I know that it will take us to victory, this company and this group of leaders that we're working with. And myself, Kim, and some of the other Caribbean leaders, we started our first Caribbean leadership webinar this week, where we specifically discussed the challenges that are unique to the Caribbean. And we spoke about the challenges, and we bounced heads together, and we looked at how can we overcome them. We didn't say that we have the challenges and look, this isn't the work, I'm finished with that, end of story. We're trying to figure out how can we overcome it. And that is really a powerful thing. There are going to be changes, there are going to be challenges, but the question is, are you willing to do what it takes to overcome the challenges that you have to go through and change? And it reminded me of the quote that you see where they say that success begins at the end of your comfort zone. So if you're comfortable right now, you're not doing the right thing. Don't be comfortable. If you're comfortable, something is not right. Something has to change. It's not going to be easy. So with that having been said, amazing training, Kim.
I love what you said. Are you willing to take the beating? That's
yeah.
The right there. Way to go, Jamie. I like that. I'm sorry. Anybody else?
Me? I just think that in order to be successful, this was a great training. I was we're taking pictures of every single slide. Little Fati was saying, Mom, another picture. Yes, I want another picture. I just wanted to post it all over and read it again. And one of the things that I feel that one of the ingredients to be successful is to remove the word give up from your alphabet, from your dictionary. That word cannot exist in you. It does not exist. A no and a giving up. That's what's going to get you successful. Never give up. Forget about that word existing. Everybody has issues. We all have problems. We have a life, and we have a lot of things going on, but we just never give up. And that's the only way to get up there. And thank you for a good training.
Awesome, awesome. Great stuff.
Briefly, T, awesome training, Kim. I really looked forward to this training, and you did really knock it out. You did a great job. And, you know, I've read Who Moved My Cheese a few years ago, and true. I mean, we keep looking for a reason why we're not getting where we're at, not knowing that we are the reason why it's not happening. So, you know, I really like the fact that you did say, you know, all the changes that you actually enumerated there, if everyone really accepts all of that and embrace it, it's never going to be hard. And that's why I think a lot of the leaders on this panel are in this industry this long, because it's never easy, but it's worth it. And it's been such a great team that I'm so honored to be part of, because people from all walks of life, it doesn't matter which part of the world you're from, we all have one common goal, and that is to really be who we want to be. And you know, I really am very excited to be here, and I'm a living proof to that illustration of yours that the straight roadmap, there's actually a lot of curves, a lot of pitfalls, a lot of hurdles, a lot of, you know, you have to really learn, like what Marsha said, overcome, jump over the fence, go under. It doesn't matter how you want to do it, just get it done.
Awesome.
So much.
Way to go. That's what I'm talking about, Rosette. And you know what? That's twice. You said the same thing twice tonight, Rosette. You said it's not easy, but it's worth it. And that's some good stuff. Kim, what a powerful training. And I really appreciate the expression, the Valley of Death. And I have a feeling that that's going to be a buzzword amongst us leaders. And for everybody watching this training, we're going to be talking about you. And, you know, I'll ask, you know, your leader, I'll say, whatever happened to so-and-so? And I think our new thing is going to be, we lost him or we lost her in the Valley of Death. Because that's where we lose people, when it gets hard. You know, it's all fun and games until it turns into a business. And Kim, that's what you really spoke about, because it really does give you a chance to prove. I love that. It said prove that you are a leader. Everybody wants to say I'm a leader. Everybody wants to say I'm a champion. But in this business, you're going to have to prove it. And so you really make me think of two powerful quotes that are used a lot, but they just make sense. The first one is, it says, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And if we say a Team Elite style, when the going gets tough, the tough get tougher, right? Mm-hmm. You know, that's how we do it on Team Elite. The other one that it made me think about was, you know, pressure. Yeah, and you said it a few times. You talked about the pressure. Well, pressure creates diamonds. If you think about how you can't have a diamond without pressure, right? And we love diamonds, and diamonds are some of the most valuable things on the earth. And guess what? No pressure, no diamonds. As a matter of fact, that needs to be a Team Elite T-shirt. I think we need to go ahead and get that made or designed. Anybody's got a T-shirt connection, we need to have a Team Elite T-shirt that says, no pressure, no diamonds. No pressure,
no diamonds.
Logo underneath it.
I'll get them done for Orlando.
You get them done for Orlando? Okay, cool. No pressure, no diamonds, Team Elite underneath.
Hashtag Team Elite.
I'll get you the Team Elite logo. Make sure you get out. I'll send it to you tonight. But, you know, pressure, here's what pressure is going to do. Pressure is going to either turn you into dust or a diamond. But the good news is you get to pick. Are you dust? Are you going to be dust when it gets hard? Or are you going to be a diamond? And so I just really appreciate this training. It was very important. You know, I challenged Kim on it a little earlier. I'm like, okay, Kim, what's this training about? You know, and Kim, you knocked that out the park, and we appreciate you ministering to our souls tonight. So let's definitely make sure that everybody gets a chance to hear this, because the truth of the matter is, it's kind of like when I'm starting people out in the business, I'm brutally honest. Rosette has seen it. Marsha has seen it. Jamie and Kim have all seen it. What do I tell people? I tell them, this will be the hardest thing you've ever done. It will. It will be the hardest thing, but it will be the most rewarding. It will be the most gratifying, right? You know, I was talking to somebody the other day. You know, many of you guys know I've expanded my portfolio. I have another business. And, you know, I said, you know, when I'm successful in that business, guess what? There's not going to be any stage to walk. There's not going to be thousands of people cheering, you made it. Nobody's going to give me a pin. Nobody's going to take me on vacations. It's just going to be real, just very solitary. Okay, we did well, right? And, you know, this business is not, you don't just succeed. You burst through. It's like you're born. It's an amazing feeling that nobody can ever take from you. Like, we are so excited. I am so excited to watch our Sapphires cross the big stage next week. It's going to be amazing. You know, they don't do that at jobs. They don't do that at traditional businesses. I mean, you guys own a spa. Guess what? You can open up 20 locations and nobody's going to say, hey, come walk the stage. You're a spa diamond. It's not going to happen, you know. But in this business, not only are you, we celebrate that you succeeded through the struggle. So I'll just tell you what, guys, this is, you know, like I'm going to quote Rosette. It ain't easy, but it's worth it. All right, well, cool. Well, I tell you what, guys, this has been fantastic. Hey, Hertha, where are you? I think we got you muted. Unmute yourself, Hertha. You're muted. Unmute yourself.
Hear you, sister.
You almost think I was telling Hertha to launch a rocket. Unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself, woman.
Move your mouse around. Up at the top of the screen is going to be a mute thing. You got to click it so you can come off of mute. You're talking. We can't hear you, man. I can do this all night, Marsha. This is I mean, no, she went away. That's not what I wanted. I could just die right now.
You put pressure on her, T.
Hey, you know what? And no pressure, no diamonds.
She's back. She's back. Don't be
Bertha, that's one way to That is true. That's one way to do it, to drop off the call and get back on. So that's
right. Then can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn your camera back on.
I dropped off accidentally.
Yeah, but now we can't see what I want to show everybody. I need you to turn your camera back on now. We're see.
Oh, baby.
I don't know what's going on. Forget it. I'm just technologically inept.
Oh, man. You're killing me. But I wanted to show everybody, see, because what happens, the way the call works is when you talk, your picture comes up on the screen.
Right.
And every time you spoke, I could see Bob Marley on the wall behind you.
Yes.
And that just made me think about my birthday party.
Okay.
Because I wanted to end the call with a birthday party plug.
Okay, but I can't.
But you have officially messed that up for me.
I don't know what's happening. I can't get my picture back.
I'm eternally grateful. Instead, what we get is a picture of you in your Sunday best with the church hat.
I know.
Nice hat. Nice hat.
I can't get it off.
That's all good. Okay, we love you. Fatima is dying. All right. Hey, everybody watching. I hope you can see that Team Elite is truly a special place in the entire network marketing industry, definitely in the Janess family. We've got something special here, and we're so glad, so honored that you are a part of it. Let's get you to the top. Everybody watching, let's get you to the top, okay? Our Sapphires told you tonight how to get it done. Kim, one of our pearls, told you how to deal with it when things aren't going your way, how to fight through it. I mean, we just give you everything that you need. Now, you just have to go ahead and be determined, and go ahead and put in the work. We love you. We're here for you. And that wraps up Team Elite TV episode 31.
Awesome. Good night, y'all.
Buenas noches.